Today we're taking Kevin Durant, one of the greatest players of all time, and putting him through the ultimate challenge, as every other team in the league has an all-time legend on their squad, such as Jordan on the Bulls, Kobe on the Lakers, LeBron on the Cavs, and more we'll get to later. The challenge definitely doesn't end there though, because KD's overall has been dropped to just an 83, meaning he has to work his way back up to the high 90s rating we all know him for. And with all that in mind, it's only fair that his goal for today is to win just one singular title despite all of these challenges. But right off the bat, it's clear that KD has a long way to go, because while he would have his moments here and there, his scoring would drop off dramatically, falling to only 18 points per game. And while in real life the Suns are considered by many to be the favorites for the title, they'd only win 42 games, missing the playoffs entirely. He's off to a terrible start. So with that, KD is now entering season 2, and while his rating is moving up to an 86, it's his points per game that's really starting to catch up, now averaging 23. But while he's making solid individual progress, the Suns as a team are kinda stuck. Because while they would finish as a 7th seed to make it back to the playoffs, they're up against the Steph Curry and Wilt Chamberlain-led Warriors. KD now finds himself up against his former team, and in some way his replacement, which of course was a disaster, as he would struggle to get anything to go, resulting in the Suns getting swept. And to make it worse, he's getting sent home in front of his home fans. A sweep is wild, man. We're only 2 seasons in, and it's apparently clear that KD still has a long way to go. But don't give up on him just yet, because if he's lucky, he'll have the chance to get some help later. But before we find out what that actually means, we're now entering year 3, and finally, KD's good enough to make it back to the All-Star game and crack 90 overall. He's getting closer and closer to the player we all know, but most importantly, the Suns would make yet another improvement, finishing as the 6th seed to return to the postseason. Throughout his journey, KD has the chance to run into several stars he wouldn't normally play against, but for his first round matchup, he'll be up against someone all too familiar. Obviously, KD is the better player, but Russell Westbrook is the more beloved player in OKC, and we'll see if Russ can take him down in this reality. And considering KD's real-life history with Russ as his opponent, you might assume that this series would also go his way. But right as they walked into the arena, it was clear that this time the roles had been reversed, as Russ would be the one in full control, eventually leading to KD going down 3-0. And in Game 4 on the road, Russ would finish the job, meaning that KD's getting swept in front of his home fans for a second straight time. Yo, you're 0-8, man. And yes, you heard that right. KD's playoff record is standing at 0 wins and 8 losses, now heading into his 4th season, which makes you wonder if the increased competition is really starting to get to him. Because while his stats and rating would continue to increase, it seems like he's actually stuck, as he's finishing with the same record as last year, running into the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round. And while in real life where we'd probably write them completely off, considering they're not a franchise known for postseason success, as part of the challenge they're adding a champion and a legend, that being Kevin Garnett. It's definitely going to be a tough matchup, and there's no guarantee that KD wins the series. So with all that in mind, I had one very simple request. Don't get swept, please. And finally, after 4 years, that's exactly what KD did, scoring from everywhere on the court, on the road no less, to not just take the first game, but also the second, just to lose the next 4 to be eliminated in the first round again. But while the bar's on the floor, it's still a massive step in the right direction. He's gone from being swept repeatedly to taking a few games off one of the top seeds. And he would carry that momentum into season 5, where he's now a 96 overall, helping the Suns win 10 more games than last year with 57, finally winning a playoff series by defeating the Hakeem-led Rockets in the first round. But while he's taken down one of the many legends back in the league, he's running into arguably the best for the second, that being Kobe Bryant. The only thing good about this situation is that KD is the higher seed, but there's really no such thing as a bad team right now, so anything can happen. And with Kobe and KD going at each other like it's the old days, it's almost a shame that one has to lose, because the level of shot making on display would be one for the ages, leading to a 2-2 series tie, now heading back to Phoenix for Game 5. Oftentimes, whoever takes this game wins the entire series, meaning that KD has a chance to make a statement and prove that he can hang with the best in the league. So with his legacy already on the line, he would go out and secure Game 6, finishing with nearly 30 points to outduel Kobe and go up 3-2 in the series, which wouldn't last that much longer, as eventually he would finish the job in the following game to make it to his first conference finals. KD's dribbling out the clock, he's making it to the Western Conference Finals. He's came so far from being swept over and over. And he has the chance to make it even more special if he can go into his former stadium and take down his former running mate, Russell Westbrook, to move on to the finals. If you forgot, he was was actually swept by the Thunder earlier, so there's even more for KD to gain if he can get his revenge. But in the end, he's running out of gas, as it seems like the series against Kobe took too much out of him. While Russ would get to the basket over and over and over, eventually sending KD home. And the magical run is over. KD's made some serious progress, maybe even more than anyone expected, but as you can see, he's still falling short. There's no guarantee that he even makes it this far again, let alone make the finals. And if he does, he's guaranteed to go up against one of the Titans of the East, that being LeBron or Jordan. So with that in mind, he now has a chance to receive a major upgrade that could help him get over the hump. But before we reveal what or who that exactly is, it's important to note that KD's fate is in my hands, as the challenge I'll have to complete in order for him to get this upgrade will be to win just one online game with the Suns and KD. And while you may think this would be a pretty easy challenge, you are sorely mistaken. What on earth did I just do? Oh my god, he almost made that. Very late. Because now you can grab your friends and enjoy the ultimate basketball experience in NBA 2K24 thanks to crossplay between PlayStation and Xbox consoles. Right now I'm on PlayStation, my opponent's on Xbox, and right now he just so happens to be cooking me. It's so tough for me to focus and talk at the same time, man. And thanks to crossplay, you can compete with or against players around the world in co-op matches. Based off the gameplay you're seeing though, I might have a hard time finding some teammates. I'm bad. I'm actually bad at the game. Oh my god. As well as online tournaments that you can play in. I say you because if I tried to play in it, I would probably lose. Al Horford, stop. Oh my god, he's hitting that. Oh my god, bro. I'm getting cooked. We're about to lose, bro. And if you're just like me and not so good at the game, you can play casual pickup games with your squad to experience the past, present, and future of hoops culture in NBA 2K24. Oh shoot, I'm dumb. Bro, I was surprised to be that wide open. Oh my god, he hit that 80, 81, 51. And to keep it short with me at the helm, it seems like KD and the Suns are out of luck. Oh my god, I'm bad at the game. Oh my god, we got the board. Please. No, take a jump shot. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Because while the game would be close for a majority of the time, they're ultimately losing, which means that KD will not be receiving an upgrade for the rest of the video. And if you were wondering what the upgrade was, it just so happens to be this wheel with a few of his former teammates who could have joined him on the Suns if I wasn't so bad at the game. And it stings even more once we focus back on KD's road to a potential championship, because for his 6th season, while he would lead the Suns to the 3rd seed and make it to the 2nd round, he's meeting up with Kobe for a rematch of last season's playoffs, ultimately going to a Game 7 which KD would lose. The Slim Reaper is now approaching a decade in the league, with the farthest he's made it being the conference finals just one time. And the pain doesn't end there, because in the following season, he's being taken down by another retired player, Kevin Durant, and the Timberwolves again. But even then, it's still not over. Because for Season 8, he's running into the Memphis Grizzlies, who of course have Ja Morant, but also Pau Gasol, who would take advantage of KD, going up 3-1 in the series. The way everything's been going, the ending is no surprise. Ja Morant for the win. At this point, KD's losing to everyone in the most tragic ways possible, and it seems like the added challenge is really throwing him off. Every season's been mostly the same. The regular season is pretty easy, but the playoffs are always rough. Because while in the first round he's going against Kobe and winning, it took him a brutal 7 games to do it. Now moving on to the 2nd round against Westbrook for a 3rd time, which would also result in another brutal Game 7 win. Meaning that KD's now back in the conference finals, heading to Minnesota, a place where he's lost twice before. But this time he's not rolling over and losing, he's actually pulling through finally to make it to the finals for the first time. Meaning that his potential final opponent will be either LeBron or Jordan. 2 of the greatest to ever do it. But considering we're following KD's story, it's only fitting that LeBron would be the one to make it out the East, priming us for a classic finals rematch. And I'm sure you're wondering why he's not retired. As part of the challenge, nobody has aged this entire time. Which might be the worst possible news for KD, because while he would take the first game, it would be LeBron asserting his dominance in the next 2, going up 2-1 in the series, putting yet another series in doubt for KD. I'm about to sit here for another 5 hours. And how could you not be concerned? KD's had some moments of greatness, but they've been overshadowed by several recent failures. And now being down in the finals, it seems like he's run out of gas again. But after fighting all this time to get here, he's not going home so easily, because despite being down, KD would get to work taking Game 4 to tie the series up, and immediately stealing Game 5 to shockingly go up 3-2 on LeBron. now being one win away from his first title since starting the challenge. And despite LeBron's best efforts and the fact that it's on the road, KD would put the Suns in position for success in Game 6, helping them take a 3-point lead until the late stages of the game, where the only thing left to do is hold on to the lead. LeBron with the ball, 3-point lead for KD. If he can hold on to the lead for 40 more seconds, I'm running out of breath, he's going to win the championship. LeBron is standing in the corner being guarded by Ayton, the pass over to Donovan. Donovan drives into KD's chest, and he moves him out the way, makes the layup. Oh my god, and KD's on the inbound, so if they foul, he's not shooting the free throws. D-Book, you want to pass it to him today? KD's legacy is literally in the palm of your hands. If you mess this up right here, he's probably not winning a championship ever. So now with a 3-point lead, it's pretty much the final possession of the game. The Suns need to get one more stop for the title, but with 3 superstars on the other side, it's definitely not over yet. For some reason, Cleveland called 2 timeouts. I don't know what that was all about. Will it be Donovan? Will it be DG? Or will it be LeBron taking the final shot? LeBron is standing in the corner with KD. They're just kind of chilling. I don't know what's happening. They pass it over to Oh my god, Donovan's about to... Oh my god, Donovan missed. Oh, they didn't get the rebound. Cleveland with another chance to force Game 7. Evan no, he's not. He's never done that in his life. What kind of shot was that? Oh my god. And with that rebound and a few more free throws, KD's back at the top of the basketball mountain despite the odds being stacked against him. But in the end, he's having the last laugh, raising the finals MVP, proving everyone wrong. He once again is defeating LeBron to win a title, but the toughest opponent that he faced this whole time was definitely Kobe, who took him to multiple series that went to 7 games. But how would Kobe do in this same kind of challenge? To find out if he can win a title faster than KD, click the video on the screen.